Okay, so first is what is a scoop? Okay, so we talked about analytics tool. So two analytics tool, right? MapReduce and Hive. Okay, and storage component, that is SDFS. Okay, Hadoop distributed file system. And next is scoop. So scoop and flume, these two are ingestion tool. Okay, so scoop is used for structured data from MySQL to SDFS, or we can load also directly in Hive. Okay, so two-step process is there. Either I load the data in SDFS, and from SDFS I load as a table. I will load the data. Okay, so in MySQL, database or Oracle database or SQL Server or DB2, any one database. So they have the tables, right? Same like Hive is having the table, and table has columns and rows. Okay. So when this data is imported, imported to SDFS, so it comes like a comma separated. Okay. So default the file separation, field separation in SDFS, that is comma separated. So suppose I say here I have ID, name, city. So these are the three fields in MySQL DB table. And when I import SDFS, so I will get the same ID, name, city. Okay. So I will get the comma separated. So default delimited character, comma. Okay. So first of all, okay, what is a flume? Flume is for unstructured and semi-structured data. Unstructured and semi-structured data. Okay. So the example of this kind of data is like Twitter is streaming data, or we can say we are writing a file from local file system to Hadoop file system, SDFS. Generally, we can do using the put command. So put command is there, and copy from local command is there. Put command we can use, but Flume is a programmatic way, like configuration way. So that we can write a one Flume configuration, and then we can do. I will tell about after this scoop is completed and Flume. So here is we are getting, so here we have to run. Okay, first of all, what we have to do for scoop. Okay, so the installation is very easy for scoop. Okay, so we have to go to Google, and here we search scoop download. Okay, when we go scoop download, we will get distribution scoop 1.4.7, and here is a scoop tar file, bin tar file. We have to download this, and we have to extract this and keep it in the software folder. Okay, so my scoop version is 1.4.7. okay, so 1.4.7 version I'm using a scoop version. So once it is downloaded, I have to extract it. Renaming it scoop 1.4.7 bin. This is the folder. Okay, so this is the extracted folder. So I'm renaming it 1.4.7, and this is scoop folder. Good. And I'm pasting it in my softwares. So I have not done before, so I'm just doing. So I have to set scoop home path in the bash RC nano BASHRC. Okay, so I'll copy one path. Yeah, I make it screen larger. Display setting. Here is after sqoop -. Have to change the home directory name. sqoop_home. And here are the things.
ఉబంటులోనే
Sqoop.
హడూప్ అంటే లైక్ ఎన్విరాన్మెంట్స్ ఉంటాయి కదా, హడూప్ ఎన్విరాన్మెంట్స్ లో మనం యాడ్ చేస్తున్నాం స్కూప్ ఎన్విరాన్మెంట్.
మీటింగ్ అయిపోయాక వాకింగ్ చేద్దాం.
So here, so sqoop home path I set it, and actually here double quote is not closed. Or even we don't need double quote, not mandatory. So just make sure here it should not be any space, okay? Slash home, my username, softwares, and sqoop 1.4.7, and this is the bin directory. Okay, Control X, check Y, enter from the source command. And now I can just check sqoop version. So my 1.4.7 version is coming. One more thing I have to do, I need to install MySQL also, because when I want to import data, so I need MySQL. So for MySQL installation, so one DigitalOcean link is there, so that we have to follow. So first we have installed sqoop. Download sqoop 1.4.7. Copy into softwares. Copy the, okay, set the sqoop home path to home path and bin path. And next thing is copy MySQL connector jar. So we have to copy MySQL connector library jar into sqoop lib folder. Okay, so this one we have to do. Meanwhile, here we have to find it. MySQL connector jar 5.1.4.7. So I'll paste the link. This name. Jar. So this jar is here, jar is there. This is the jar. And this jar I have to copy. Okay. Here we have to paste it. Okay, so next is this MySQL. So this link is there. Download MySQL. Install my server line. This is the URL. The sqoop URL. This is the sqoop URL. We have to download this one. To download this. Okay. So, okay, first of all, MySQL connector, MySQL have to install in the Ubuntu. So sudo apt update. Sudo. This is a sudo apt install MySQL server. Then this okay, so I started Okay, so my password is password and user is a root. So here is the show databases. Okay, so I'm creating one database. It's cool. New database. And here I'm creating a table. To use sqoop. Now insert some data. Values. So you have to create this script. So you have to start the MySQL -u root -p, and it will prompt and then give the password. And before that, and then MySQL prompt will come, then you run this command. So before that, need to set a sudo MySQL. Set the password. That's it. Once exit, you can try $shell. Again, this $shell, we can try this, and this will prompt it, and then MySQL will come. So this way we can create a table. So now my data is ready in MySQL. So I just write one sqoop import command to import the data. So first I have prepared my sqoop and I created data. Okay, now I will do the sqoop import to write the data into SDFS. So what are the parameters are there for sqoop import? So sqoop import command, we write sqoop import command, we write the $shell sqoop import. So there are the parameters like URL, username, password. So those parameters we specify. Example. If you write in the new line, so slash is used. Okay. So here is -- connect JDBC : MySQL localhost. By default port is 3306. If you don't give it also, that is fine. My database name is sqoop. What database I created? Sqoop there. Okay. And I am telling here the username root, but password is not here, but we have to give the password because in our case, password is there. So -- password, and our password is password. Okay. So these parameters are not hidden here, but later on we can create one configuration file separately. We can create a text file and that file path we can give. instead of giving this connect username password, we can put it those parameters. Our credential parameter, we can keep it over there. And the table is my EMP, that is correct. And this minus m parameter is showing number of mappers. Okay, so first of all, sqoop job is a map reduce job. Sqoop is mapper job only. So there is no reducer by default. There is no reducer by default. Okay, but if I'm using any aggregation query, if I'm using any SQL query, right? Okay, I will tell how to use SQL query. Then we'll be using SQL query. In that case, and there is a group by aggregation functions are there, group by aggregation, count, average, like this kind of functions are there. Then it will be map and reducer job. Okay. Otherwise, it will be a by default is a mapper job only. So we are giving minus m mapper means only one output file will be there. So what will be the output of this sqoop import job? In SDFS, only one output file will be created. Okay, because minus m is one will be created. But when I give minus m 2 or 3, so it will create parallelly number of output file based on this parameter. So that will be decided how many number of record will go in each file. So there is a one more attribute is there, minus split by. So when we are using minus m is more than one, in that case, we have to use minus split by column. Split by column. So some column like a unique key column like ID. So ID has the number of values. So how many files I want to distribute? Suppose I say minus m2. So split by column, I will give ID. Okay, so 2 files will be created for each one has one record. Okay, so first we try without minus m more than 1. Okay, so why? So this is only one output file. So how many records are there? 2. So 2 records will go to one file. And here we have to use, okay, I will show you the error. One error will come. Okay, one target directory also we have to specify. Minus target directory. Just remember it first hyphen is coming and then one single hyphen. Target directory. So target directory is my Hadoop path. So I'm just creating a new sqoop directory. I say sqoop and then I will say sqoop1. So it will create one sqoop1 directory inside the sqoop and write the file over there. So we can easily check it out. Okay, and then minus m paste 1. Okay. So this command we have to run on the $shell. Target VIR. Okay, this is minus target VIR. So I have given here wrong. Minus target VIR. This error will definitely come. So this is like one string util class jar is missing. So we have to find the jar and copy in the sqoop library. Okay. So this string util jar we have to find. Maven jar. And 3. Okay, we do one thing. In the hive we have jar name is common line 0.6. Copy this jar. So here I mentioned that MySQL jar. So I'm mentioning here copy common line 2.6 jar common line hyphen 2.6 jar. Now I will give folder to sqoop. Okay, so I'm copying my jar. Okay, this command line jar I copied. Now I run my sqoop import again. So this error is coming. Actually, I wanted to show you this error. Some SSL error is coming, right? So when this error is coming, so we have to set one property here in our sqoop import command. So here when we are doing this connect, right? So here question mark use SSL equal to false. So this property we have to set when this error is coming. So this particular error will not come, this SSL error. Okay. So we have to make it SSL false. We don't want to use SSL, but still our job is completed. Okay, now first we check in our SDFS path. So Hadoop fs minus ls slash sqoop1. So this is the directory I given where I have copied the file. Okay. So now here the part M, if you see here, part M is created. I told you this is a mapper job. So sqoop is having the mapper job. So this file name is part M. So I will see the content of this file, Hadoop fs minus cat, and I give this command to see the content. So you can see the comma separated data is coming. So whatever data I have in my MySQL table, I do again select query, select star from EMP. So you see here the same data is copied in a one file. Okay. Now the second use case I'm going to do. So this is my command. Okay. So now this same command I will use, but I will give the -m2 parameter, right? So I will create two output file. So I will give m2. Okay. And this directory I need to change because already this directory is created. But there is a one option is there. If you use this option -- deleted target directory, then it will automatically delete your directory. Okay. So I will use it later. I will create a new directory, sqoop2. Okay. And my table is emp -m2. So I told you when I'm using more than m is the one value. So I have to use minus split by, and my split by column will be ID because ID is having the unique values. So it will equally distribute the number of record. Suppose I have a 15 record and I'm giving 4. So first 4 record will go in one, second 4 will go in one, and then next 4 will go in 1, and remaining record will go in 4th file. Okay, so like this way it will distribute the data. So I'm giving here minus minus split by ID. So here are 2 records. So both will go 1 1. Okay, because equally distribute the record. So first one will go to one file, and second one will go to the second file. Okay, so now I set it here split by column. Okay, so I run this sqoop import again. So I have to run the command on the $shell. So I set it here, use SSL false, right? So now that error will not come. So last time I got the error of the SSL, so that error will not come. So this job is created. So we can check here our resource manager URL. So localhost 808880. So this is how many jobs I'm running. The job is created over here. So the job is running here. We can see the status of the job here also. It's a log here. So this is second job. And here I can see the log. So this full log. So one console log is there. So here the job is completed. So map input record to output record to. Okay, let's see. Root fs minus ls slash sqoop 2. So how many files are created here? 2, right? So I see the content. Hadoop fs minus add. First file is 000. So it has only one record, and 001, it has one record. So when we have minus m value is more than 1, we use split by column. Okay. So this is the one sqoop import. Okay. So we have many more parameters are there. Okay. So suppose this file, I want to write it with a different delimited character. By default it is comma, but I want to get the data in a different delimited character. So what I can do here? So here I can use one field terminated by. Field terminated by. So that will tell what field delimited character is there. So this is a sqoop user guide. Okay. So here we can see that output. We can see that parameter, what parameter we need to pass. So minus minus field terminated by, and then we can give the /t or some other character we can give. Okay, so I copy this, paste it here, /t, And I can, now I have to change this. So instead of the creating a new folder, I'm just giving a same is to two folder, but I'm using minus deleted target dir. That option is delete target dir. So delete target dir, this option, if you add this one, so it will delete your existing target directory, and you don't need to give the new directory name every time. So you can use delete target dir. Okay, so I just create a new one, and then I will use this option. Experiment. So sqoop is providing the different options, and sqoop has some utility. Utilities are there: sqoop job, sqoop list database, sqoop list table. I will go on these. Okay. So this one is created. Now, if I see sqoop 3 and part and 00, only one file will be there, and that file will be so /t. A single code is should come. Actually, it plays as a t because t is coming. Okay, and single code, and I will use delete target dir minus delete target dir. Okay, so I'm giving I put it in the middle. Okay, this will come. If this parameter is for this one, so I have to give either parameter here minus delete target dir. This time I have not deleted the directory, so I will not get any error. So this time I haven't got any error. My directory is already exist. So same directory I got the my so I give in the $sign for delimited character. So dollar is coming. Okay. So /t we will use that will be working out. Okay, so other options are there in the sqoop import. Like I don't want to take all the table columns, right? So there is a minus column option is there. So I can specify which columns I want. So that I can specify by minus column. Okay. Another one is, this is a minus column, you can try it, minus columns. So this minus column is used to this minus column, and you can give like this field in the double quote. So we can specify minus column. Okay, so this is the way. And there is another attribute is there, minus query. So minus query is like I can write a query as it is query, I can write it. So suppose I want to write some complex query. So whatever result of that query is there, that can come as a query. So in that case, I don't need to use table. So I can specify other parameter, but table I should not give. Instead of that, I can give minus query. So minus table. Here is select. So I have to give my query. So if you have join query, you can give, but my query is not join. So I'm giving select star from EMP. And so this is mandatory dollar condition. So dollar condition we have to specify. Okay, suppose if I have my on some where clause is also there. Like I say dollar condition, and I can give and ID equal to 1. So like this I have to give. If you don't have any where clause, your on condition, so you have to give this dollar condition. So dollar condition is a mandatory that we have to specify whether you have your on where clause or not. Okay, if you have where clause, then you can give and condition. So in this scenario, only one record it will pick from this query and write into the file. Okay, so I'm running this query. This is called free from query. Free from query. So like this free from query import you can do. So far we have seen like we are doing complete table data, but suppose I want to filter out data, only filter out data I want to import, I can do free from query. So I'm running. So I'm already using the delete target dir. So it will delete this sqoop3 directory and create a new one. Okay, so same we have to see in the sqoop3 folder. So I should get it only one record. So I given ID equal to 1. If I give ID equal to 2, if I give here ID equal to 2, the second record will come. If I say no ID, like this I give, so both the record will come. If I don't give the condition. Yeah, now if we see, so both the records are coming. I have given delimited file field terminated by $sign. Okay, so this is the query for free from query. Free from query. So this is a free from query. Okay. This column names you can use it along with the table. So you can tell about which column you want, only that column will come. Okay. So this is the example of free from query. Controlling parallelism that I already told, -m, you can give more parameter and then you can use split by column. So I have already talked about that. Okay. So sqoop import. Okay, so what are the some other utility is there in the sqoop? Sqoop list databases. List databases and minus connect, and we are giving this URL. So this parameter I have to give. So now I don't need to give any table or anything. So when I do scoop list databases means I want to get all the databases in my MySQL. So list databases, and after that I have to give minus minus connect and username password. Okay, so I want to just get the name of the scoop databases. So the command is scoop list database. This is scoop, it's not a scoop import. A scoop import is importing data. This is just giving information. So this command is just giving information. So I'm connecting to my MySQL database through my scoop import command, scoop list databases command, and get all the databases name. So I will remove this one because I want scoop databases, right? So I don't need to give the database name. So how many databases are there? I will get all the databases name. Okay, I have to list databases. Just it is giving the name of the databases. Now another command is scoop list table. So I want to see any particular database, any table, just I give scoop list tables, and I have to give the database name. So I have a one database here. Okay, suppose I want to see in MySQL database. So this MySQL database is provided by the MySQL. So I will be checking in that database, MySQL database. So I'm running this list tables. Just giving error. Okay, unknown database. Okay, I have written wrong. MySQL. So this is informative command, right? These are all tables are there in the MySQL. If I want to see in my database, scoop database, so I just change here. Scoop database. So only one table is there, EMP. Okay. So this is a list databases list table. One command, okay, one more is a scoop import. So scoop import all table. So scoop import all table command, it is importing. So we are doing one by one scoop import. Like every time I'm doing one time scoop one import means one scoop table. One time it is doing one scoop. It is importing only one table. But suppose if I have more than one table I have, and I want to import all tables. Suppose I have 3 tables. So I want to get all the tables. I want to get the all tables imported into SDFS. So first of all, what I need to do is scoop import. So I will create one more table and I'll show. Okay, so so what it will do whenever we do scoop import all table, it will running in the loop. So first scoop import it will do for first table, then second table, third table, it will run, but it is automatic process. Okay. Otherwise, if you give scoop import, only simple scoop import you give just like this, so it will do only one table at a time. But if I want to do all tables, so I have to do scoop import all table command. This one, scoop import all table. So scoop import table, just simply we have to use import all table and connect and URL, connect and username password. Other parameter will same. Okay. So I modify it. Okay, scoop. Import all tables. Connect. So database name I have to tell. I told scoop is my database. Root is my, okay, password is password. Okay. And we right now only one table is there. I create one more table. Create table. Department I create. Name and ID. So I'm creating a department table. And insert data. Insert into PPT. This is the one department. This is second department. So now I have a show table. So in scoop, I have a two data. In scoop database, we have two tables. So now I'm running this command. All table. Mandatory parameter. So first one is a EMP table. It will download EMP. It will import EMP. Okay. So I have not given any target dir. So by default, it will be going to my root folder. My base folder it will go. I will show you. So two folder it will create by their name. So employee table, it will create an employee directory in my SDFS and it will write the data. And when it is importing the table department, and then second one is started now. So first one is completed. This is the EMP one. And you can see here the name is there. Some jar is there. emp.java class is created. And this is some EMP jar is name. So you can see here some jar name will be EMP jar. So your job name will be emp.jar. Okay. Your jar is created for EMP jar. And the second one is department. So this is running for department. Here is emp.jar. This is created. Okay. Now for the department. So if you, okay, so where it is created, Hadoop fs minus ls. Here it is, two directories are created. Okay. One is EMP, one is a department. And when you go to EMP, just say EMP. So part M is there. So EMP slash part -m -000 and then cat command. How many record? Two. Five zeros will come. So two record is there. When we say department, The file name is the same, only this DPT. So now department is there to record in the department. So both are there, okay? But suppose I want to exclude some table. Suppose I have 100 table, but I don't want only 2 table or 1 table. So there is an option exclude table. So how many table you don't want import, you can give in exclude table. Okay, I'll show you. First I'm deleting it. Hadoop fs minus rn. And then I'm giving emp and tpt. Okay, so I deleted both. So now you see here, emp and department is not there. Okay, now again I'm doing import, but this time I will use one exclude tables. Okay, so exclude table option is here minus exclude tables, and I give the comma separated name. But in my here I just want to do testing, so I'm giving emp. Only one name I'm giving. But if you have more than one, you can give comma separated. Okay, so I'm running again this scope import. This is very important option. Like when you are not importing a specific table, like 1 or 2 table or 3, 4 table. Okay. So you will see here one place it will come ignoring, like it will not import. Okay, so I did for emp1. So I'm importing only department. So it is started with department here. And if you see somewhere, okay, so this is department is still going on. Okay, so here you can see skipping the table emp. So first he started department, okay, and whichever table it is not importing, it is giving is skipping table. Now I can see ls here, only department will be there. Okay, so emp is skip. Okay, so this all command I will test it. You can start and first you do the installation and then you can do. Okay. Yeah, thanks everyone.
Thank you, Arvind.